Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another awesome episode of Movie Guys Podcast. Tonight, we're doing a little bit of a special episode, something a little bit different. We're not going to review a movie. We're going to review multiple movies. If you downloaded this episode, then you know that we're talking about everything Stephen King. Oh, boy, do I have a lot to talk about, but I am Jordan, along here with Eric and Ed. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing all right.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
There he is.
So tonight we're going to talk about everything Stephen King, all the books, all the movies, everything that we kind of know about Stephen King, of course, in preparation for our review of It, which is the technical title, It, Part 1, The Losers Club, because they will be doing Part 2 filming next year. So I'm excited to talk about It, of course. You guys are stoked to see this movie, I'm assuming, right? Because I'm excited.
I wasn't at first, but now I am. Like, people are really saying, like, this surpassed a lot of their expectations. So there's a little bit of hype. I try not to let the hype build up to me, but it's undeniable. They have been wrong before with the shithouse on Ghostbusters and ended up liking Ghostbusters, but we'll see it. They also, Chris didn't like Waterboy, and I like Waterboy a lot too. So
Ed, are you stoked?
Yeah, I mean the original movie itself was a classic, but apparently they're making this one closer to the original design. Well, I guess you could call it the book, like an idiot. But I'm excited for it.
yeah. With any Stephen King, though, is that the apprehension? Is that this is not, or actually anything that throws away any of the apprehensions you had, because this is not a Stephen King adaptation. This is kind of like a mix now between, well, you have a few different things, right? Wasn't there there was the movie with Tim Curry. There was obviously the book that came first. Was there other adaptations that came with it too? Was there like a TV type of thing? Or was that movie made for TV?
It was made for TV.
That's what I'm getting confused
The
about.
Tim Curry movie was a 2-night special on, I believe, don't quote me, CBS.
Okay. With some Jonathan Brandis too?
Yeah, it was either CBS or it was either 13. I don't think it was Fox or it was NBC. But this was a big deal. So we're not going to just talk about it, but we will start off like you guys talked about with the original with Tim Curry. That was a big deal. There was a point in the late 90s all the way into the late 90s. I'm sorry, in the late 80s to the late 90s, for about a good 10 years, where Stephen King movies weren't really a craze. It was the King TV special where they would have these special events, like with Rose Red, with It, with Storm of the Century, the Shining remake or TV movie. They would have these
The Langoliers, my absolute favorite Stephen King story, by the way.
Yeah,
the Langoliers. And also The Stand as well. So
Bag of Bones. Bag of Bones was one, right?
I don't think that was a TV show.
Was it? Or maybe it was a movie. I don't know.
The
It was a
Stand?
book.
Yeah, I think Pierce Brosnan was in it.
I think the one with The Stand with Gary Sinise. I think that was a TV made for TV
Yes.
movie.
That was a 3-night TV movie special. So besides Shawshank Redemption, we have not reviewed the new It movie yet. That'll be next episode. But besides Shawshank Redemption, guys, a little bit of hype here. Do you think that this new version of It is going to be the best Stephen King movie that we've ever gotten, since we've reviewed one of his movies already this year, Dark Tower?
Well, I mean, I think we should save our thoughts on that until we actually see the movie.
This is hype build-up in a way, though. I mean, like, is this going to be the best, do you think, out of all the ones that we've seen?
Well, I mean,
that's
of
personal
all the ones
opinion.
we've seen, like Misery's great. The Green Mile's incredible. I loved Secret Window. So it's going to be hard. Cujo, Carrie.
Christine.
It's gonna be hard
I
to
liked
say. Is this going to
Christine a
be?
lot
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard to say whether or not, without actually seeing it, whether or not this is the greatest one.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna hype it up and say that this is gonna be the greatest Stephen King movie that we've gotten so far.
Jeez,
That's
putting all
my
your
hype with it.
eggs in the basket there. I liked 1408 too. Like a lot of Stephen
Yeah.
King does a lot of good material that translates well into movies. Sometimes it doesn't though. Like sometimes like I didn't like Dreamcatcher as a movie.
Oh yeah. Oh good. Oh good point. Yeah, Dreamcatcher's pretty bad.
Um,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
so I didn't like that. I think there was some. I'm like I had the list like just of everything up right now. Oh well, I mean Pet Cemetery wasn't my favorite.
Well, Pet Cemetery. I
Yeah,
love
and
Pet Cemetery.
Yeah,
we've
that's
also
your
determined
fucking
that
problem.
Dark Tower was Stephen King's greatest work, but it was a horrible film. Like that one didn't adapt well.
Ed, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to ignore you for just 1 second. Eric, did you just say that Stephen King shit? I mean that Pet Cemetery was shit.
I'm not a fan of Pet
Oh,
Cemetery.
oh, we're gonna fight. Okay.
I'm not a I like I'm not saying that it's not for me. And apparently I don't know. I have not read the book. I had attempted to, but then my mom had stopped me for some fucking reason. Probably
Because you would
because
have killed yourself in your sleep.
I thought I was probably reading it at an age where I thought I was older than I was or trying to be, and she's just like, "No, you're not ready for this." I was like, "No, I'm gonna watch MTV and read
Wow.
this." I don't know. My mom tried to keep a lot away from me, but
Well, Stephen. Wow. Okay. Pet Cemetery is like one of the top, man. I mean, Pet Cemetery is great.
well, like as far
Wow.
as the I don't know, I like they're just it didn't really strike a chord with me. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't like it, but like there's a few things that I did like. I liked Apt Pupil a lot. With Brad Renfro and Ian McKellen, that was a really good one too. I I liked that one a lot. So
Nice.
that's so that's
Gotcha.
that's uh, that's one right there. At people about the Nazis.
It's true. So, okay, guys. Here's some other questions I had for our episode here. This might be a tough one. What is it about Stephen King that we just love? I mean, the name itself sells, right? If you put Stephen King Presents or a Stephen King this, he's going to have a mass audience to go check out his shit. What is it about Stephen King that we I mean, is the stories really that good? Or is it just the stigma that, hey, this guy's good?
I think it's characters. Like the situation is in itself something that can be. You can make a scary situation out of a lot of anything, basically. Like that's just almost life, kind of going through that. But I think that it's because of his character writing. I think that it shines out a little bit more. Where you have like people like the Torrances, I guess, in The Shining, right?
Sure.
Or the gypsies in Thinner, um, kind of, or even Andy Dufresne in Shawshank, or just
Hmm.
innocence of four kids walking on a railroad track in Stand By
I'm
Me.
trying to, looking for a dead body.
So he gets all around. He's got the innocence of kids. He's got like the good-heartedness in the Green Mile. He's got the absolute evil and misery. He's just got kind of just a weird little bit. The change that kind of comes in like Firestarter, and just like kind of things like that where there's a lot of growth that kind of comes. So he does a lot with his characters, and I think that's what it is that no matter what it is, because it's on a huge range, I think you still get the same source, the same
Gotcha. Ed,
same
what do you
structure.
think about any of that?
Well, I mean, I think it's exactly right. I mean, Stephen King is, for all intents and purposes, one of the most recognizable writers, of ever in that regard. I mean, I admittedly, I'm not the biggest fan of fiction, and in the sense that like I don't read a whole lot for entertainment. I more focus on film and television for entertainment. And I've been I mean, in grad school, so most of my reading goes to that stuff. So like, and it has forever. So, I mean, because his characters are so beautifully presented, people that are filmmakers want to present them. They want to present them physically, or excuse me, in a visually rather than in terms of in your imagination. So yeah, I mean, it's a great point. That's why everything that he writes becomes. I don't know that he's ever written a book that wasn't it's not a movie. I don't know. Maybe he hasn't.
There was a few. There was a few. Um, Especially the disaster that everybody disagrees with me with, but the sequel to The Shining that came out a few years ago, Doctor Sleep. Don't even waste your time on that book.
Sequel to The Shining?
Yep, it's called Doctor Sleep.
Oh. All right, then.
And since we're talking about Stephen King, guys, and to the audience, I'm not going to get into huge hardcore spoilers of that, but I did read Doctor Sleep because it is the sequel to The Shining. And that book takes place in modern time, and Danny Torrance, the little boy, is all grown up, and he has The Shining, and there's an evil carnival that's going around all the states
Yes.
that are trying to find people with The Shining so they can suck out their souls so they can get The Shining.
What the fuck?
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. He's an alcoholic like his father. He still has visions of his dead father, and just absolutely horrendous. Also, another one that has been horrendous, one of his most least successful movies has been a few, but one of his major ones recently was with John Cusack and Samuel motherfucking Jackson with Cell. Tanked.
Wow.
You guys know
I thought
about that one, right?
I thought that was 1408.
No. I know.
Was
But
I
they made
wrong?
this other movie called Cell, which is it's a zombie apocalypse movie and based off his book Cell, where your cell phones turn you into Romero zombies. Typical zombies.
Well, I think he's being thematic there.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about some stuff that we like and stuff that we didn't like, and White King this and White King that, Eric, out of the Stephen King movies, besides Pet Sematary, since you just said that you didn't like Pet Sematary, was there one that you're just like, God, I don't really like this, a Stephen King movie. This is not a very good movie. Is there one that comes to mind that you're just like not a fan of at all, besides Pet Sematary?
That's a good one. I guess I'm not sorry. What the fuck was I gonna say? Thinner. I wasn't really too big of a fan of Thinner. I guess I liked the story and it was fine and everything, but it wasn't my favorite there. Um,
You know what's funny while you're thinking
like I said,
is that's technically not a Stephen
Dreamcatcher.
King one either.
Thinner.
Well, yeah, Thinner technically. Well, it is. It's his alias, Richard Bachman. If you ever pick up a book that's written by Richard Bachman, that's Stephen King. He just goes by another name.
Secret Window was not my favorite either, and that's only because, and spoiler for anyone who has not seen Secret Window, this was coming in around a time when I think most movies, there really was a trend for this, where most movies were doing the twisted or the alternate personality cop out type thing,
Mhm.
Yeah,
so
Fight Club
like
made it famous, right?
Fight Club did it, Hide and Seek, I think there was one with Robert De Niro where he did it, right?
Yeah.
What's that one with the fucking Michelle Pfeiffer and Harrison Ford?
Oh, What Lies Beneath.
Yeah, What Lies Beneath. Like that was a kind of a weird kind of flip there too. Secret Window obviously is another one. So it was just kind of like he's schizophrenic, and it's just like God, fucking serious, really?
And then he's the
Yeah.
devil.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I wasn't about it. Like it was. I was on board for the most part of Secret Window. Like Johnny Depp did a pretty good job with it, but nah, it was whatever. I liked 1408 a lot though. I thought that was dope.
A lot of people are digging 1408. Ed, do you have one that you've seen? Because I know you're not a Stephen King fan, really, per se, but Eric has given some of his opinions. Is there a Stephen King movie that you've seen over the years and just like, no, not good. Don't
Oh,
like it.
absolutely. Like the Lawnmower Man. All right, so you get this for this mentally disabled guy, and he's a landscaper, and so this doctor wants to put him on wants to put him on pills and hook him up to a computer to make him not retarded. And then he becomes normal, and he starts a affair with the ladies, and he realizes like everybody is of him for being retarded, and then he wants to kill everybody. Like that's the Lawnmower Man. Um, like I hate that story. I hate that number one, that you could think that you could, I have a lot of personal problems with that movie that there's no need to get into on something like this.
Was it the
But I mean,
CGI? Was it the computer graphics?
well, but it was like '92 or something. I don't know what it was, but like that is what that. I mean, it was Tron. I mean, they use the same stuff. They look like Tron.
Tron was
Sure.
way better than Lawnmower Man, and
Oh,
Tron
absolutely.
was like
I
10
agree with
years.
you.
10 years its junior.
Right.
But you could tell that it was like if the three of us tried to make Tron at the same time Tron was coming out. You know what I mean?
No, I get you.
Because we wouldn't know what to do. I mean, I disagree. I mean, I there's not a ton of bad movies. It's just like you got like in terms of bad stories, you have just bad filmmaking behind it. Like I make fun of the Langoliers. Like I love the story of Langoliers. Like you got these time-eating Pac-Men.
Yeah.
Listen, you get a bunch of time-eating Pac-Men that they're on an airplane, and the ones that are asleep when they land, are the only people left in society, and you got a bunch of time and space-eating Pac-Men that they have to run away from. Like that's retarded. I mean, it's a fun kind of movie, and anytime it's on, it's a guilty pleasure movie, or it's like one of those TV movies. I don't remember. But other than that, I mean, like, Maximum Overdrive, really?
Yeah.
Like that's like the quintessential '80s awful horror movie. Like you have a haunted fucking semi truck
The Mangler.
just killing, yeah,
The Mangler.
just killing people.
Well,
But I mean, those are the three. I guess if I had to pick.
The Lawnmower
Something that I
Man
have
had a
problems with.
sequel. A lot of his stories had sequels. Like that's the other thing too is
Did
that
it really?
like oh yeah, well Children of the Corn obviously went to 6 and however-
7.
7. Pet Cemetery had a sequel,
yes.
right?
And it was spelled TOO, which was fun. Was
it
Hold on,
really?
Eric, real quick. Hold on, Eric, real quick before you go on that. Ed, I just want to let you know, my brother is a huge Stephen King fan. So he has a bunch of books. So I've been reading some of them over the past few months. The Lawnmower Man movie, this is a fun fact for the show, is nothing like this actual story. Stephen King actually sued the movie studio that made the movie because all they did was literally take the title. There is nothing
Really?
in that movie that has anything to do, nothing
the
that
whole
goes with that.
the whole cyber thing like is I don't know.
Yeah.
See, and
absolutely
that's it.
nothing.
I didn't read the book. I just assumed that he tried and failed.
No,
I
that
had never
has
read the books either, but like when Lawnmower Man 2 Beyond Cyberspace comes out, and it's like, well, my lawnmower shouldn't have anything to do with being in cyberspace.
right.
So like, yeah, that's basically what it is. But that's not the first time that Stephen King has done that. He did it with Stanley Kubrick's The Shining too, and then now you have a movie like Room 237 comes out, the documentary about the conspiracy theory around that movie.
Right. Which The Shining is still my favorite movie of all time. But what else were we saying? Oh god. One. Continue. Shit. Lost my train of thought. I had one that we were talking about. Oh yeah.
A rape
sorry,
train
sequels.
has no brakes.
Sorry. Sequels. What about one sequel that's not bad? Because I don't think it's that terrible. What about The Rage Carrie 2? It's not that bad.
No, but didn't it come out like a million years later?
That was like
Well,
that was a date popcorn movie during like
Yeah.
the age of
Scream essentially came out in 1998.
yeah,
so
but I say
it's
those
kind of
like the slasher cut 'em up movies were really popular.
yeah, and she had a tattoo on her arm, and then when she got all rage filled, her tattoo grew vines. It was
Yeah.
cool.
It was
And then you get from Superman, get a harpoon gun in the dick. It was fun.
Oh yeah, that's right, the harpoon. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
a few of the movies obviously like hold a lot more weight than the others, and this is where
Sure.
it comes out down to it. I mean, whether it be like a lot of people, I know the old generation liked Carrie a lot. That was like the movie, or Cujo. Cujo was apparently one of the one that set kind of a tone for a lot of things, almost like that how Jaws had set a tone for it.
Mm.
Christine did it for me, man. Christine was one of the first scary movies, probably the first R-rated movie that I've seen, man. Actually, it was just,
Christine, huh?
yeah, I think so, because I remember it. It was just one of those where for some reason my grandparents had it, and it was like,
What?
well, like when as a kid you go to your grandparents' house, or I went over to my grandparents' house, and I'm bored as fuck because what the hell do my grandparents have for a kid? And
Yeah, sure.
they had maybe a few different movies, and two of them were like some old fashioned, thigh burner fucking tapes, and like they had like Christine, and then they had like two tapes of shit that they just recorded randomly on VCRs. And so I'd be like, all right, well, I'll just watch Christine, and like they never stop me. They just is like, oh, he's watching TV, good. We could just go fuck off doing something else for about an hour and a half. So
Wow.
I would watch Christine, and yeah. But well, not I wasn't completely deprived here, ladies and gentlemen. They also had Comedy Central, and it was like a new thing
Yeah.
back
Oh
then,
yeah.
and so I got to watch a lot of Comedy Central, like a lot of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and like a lot of British TV shows. It was great.
Yeah. Comedy
Snuck a
Central
lot
was.
of South Park.
This is like
Yeah.
before all that. This is like when they were like trying like taking in comedy extra shit from British comedy. So like I had to
Yeah.
watching a lot of Absolutely Fabulous or like
Oh. Oh,
yeah
so you got the good shit.
yeah
Yeah. The old school shit.
Whose Line Is It Anyway, kind of stuff like that too.
Oh yeah, the old shit before Drew Carey took it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
My first introduction to Stephen King was Twister. So my dad showed me The Shining because we were seeing Twister in 1996, and I was 9. And it's when the F4 tornado took out the drive-through. I mean, sorry, took out the
Mm-hmm.
drive-in.
Oh yeah.
And it was the scene where Jack is here's Johnny's scene, and I was like, and I asked my dad in the theater, I was like, is that an actual movie? And he goes, yeah, it's called The Shining. I'll show it to you after Twister. And I was like, okay.
Huh.
Because you don't show a 9-year-old The Shining because it's to a 9-year-old it's so boring.
Um.
But
Did
love it now, but back then.
did he do Salem's Lot?
Salem's Lot was also a big one. So he had his the first movie for Stephen King also was his first book, which was Carrie. And then his second movie, which also was his second book, was Salem's Lot, which I believe was a TV movie, directed by Brian De Palma.
Oh, there it is. That's what I'm trying to think. It's like trying to find it. Salem's Lot. Yeah. Wow. Wow. From 1979, based on his 1975 novel. Yeah.
Yes. By the way, did you guys ever see the remake of Salem's Lot? I think starring Rob Lowe.
No, I didn't even know there was one.
I think there's a Rob Lowe remake. Definitely got to check that one out. Um,
Oh God.
have you guys seen one of his most recent movies in the past 15 years that's been really good? My wife and I really love this movie. It's called The Mist. Have you guys seen The Mist yet?
Yeah. I like it's listen, it's good. I can't it's one of those where the lady, oh, what the hell's her name?
The Crazy Church Lady,
Yeah,
or
yeah. She's got a three-piece name, doesn't she? Marcia Gay Harden.
yeah, yeah.
Marcia Gay Harden is a fantastic actress. Like, let that be known, obviously, right here. She's just a great actress, and she did so well in this movie that I fucking hated her for it. And I was like, I don't like this movie. Like, there's a few, you know what I'm talking about? Like, few parts or a few characters, you'd be like, man, I fucking hate you so much, man, that I just like I completely turned off. Like, this is one, the purple kangaroo in Horton Hears a Who. Like, that was another one where I just fucking hated it. I hated that
Yeah, I hear you.
character, and I was like, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
Joffrey was probably a lot in Game of Thrones.
Joffrey. I'm assuming is that blonde hair fucker that got poisoned.
Spoiler, but yeah.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
That was like season 2, right?
It was later
Yeah,
on.
but still.
That was like 20 years ago, so it's fine. It's cool. Hey, at least I know something.
Good for you.
Yeah,
I
I'm
need to give you my
proud.
HBO Go account so you can watch it.
I don't need your HBO Go account. I have HBO now. So anywho,
By the way,
yeah,
speaking of The Mist, there were 3 people in that movie that are in The Walking Dead.
yeah, I know the main chick, and really, who else besides the main chick?
The Melissa McBride is in it, and
Uh,
the guy who played the dude with the who plays Carol, and the dude who played the I forget what the hell is his name with the camper.
oh, okay. The old guy with the
Yeah,
blue
Jeffrey
hat.
DeMunn, whatever the
Yeah,
hell. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, he was in it.
he's in it too. But of course, after I saw The Shining, I got into Stephen King's It. Stephen King's It was my second Stephen King movie that I saw, and man, that movie have an impression on me. I never part 2 of the original TV movie with Tim Curry because part 1 was just it came out when I was those kids' age, man. What a great movie that movie was.
Part 2 sucked. So bad. So
Well, hell, I mean, the
bad.
director said it.
Oh god.
It sucks
He's
so
having a
bad
heart
that he
attack.
has
It
to
sucks
like
so bad.
it has to suck so bad. I mean, like Stephen King's It was a really, really good first part movie. Tim Curry did a good job with that one. There has not been really terrible Stephen King movies, but there's a lot of stuff that Stephen King hates. Like, Stephen King hates the Children of the Corn movie, and rightfully so, because that is pretty much the same thing as Lawnmower Man. They just took the name of the title of the short story that was released in Playboy and did something else completely different with it. So there's a lot of stuff that they did with changing his work material. However, though, we didn't talk about Firestarter. That's another one of his.
With Drew Barrymore, huh?
Drew Barrymore, Firestarter with that one.
That was
Ed,
that one was cool.
that was cool for what it was. I mean, it was nothing like great, but it was cool. Ed, do you remember your first Stephen King movie at all that you saw the first time? Or
Well, I can't say that there was a moment or any given time that I can remember. I mean, I have to think it would have been The Shining. My dad probably showed me The Shining, probably way earlier than I should have. Actually, you know what? No, I take that back. We're just remembering back having a sleepover at my buddy's house for his birthday. We watched Pet Cemetery, and I remember thinking that this is awful. Animals are coming back to fucking life. I remember that now. I do remember that now. So it was Pet Cemetery. Yeah.
Rachel?
But
Ugh.
like these a lot of his stuff is so well known that it gets parodied. Like that's how I think that that it's a great level of how you know that you've made it is when your shit gets parodied.
Right?
Yeah, like the Mephisto thing in South Park. That's Pet Cemetery.
Don't go that route. That route.
Oh no,
Right?
no, that guy. Yeah, no, the Mephisto that was like a Dr. Moreau type thing. But no, they obviously they
Well, I was
kind
referring
of.
to like that whole episode of when they find him and
Oh,
everything is like whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
the part where where he buries the pig to resurrect Butters.
Yeah.
Where they fake his death by throwing the dead pig off the roof. Yeah, that was probably one of the best episodes.
Well, when they're doing the ninja stuff and they throw a ninja star in Butters' eye and he goes to the vet, they have to take him
Yeah,
to the vet, and he spends the whole episode crying. It's fucking hilarious.
they get some pretty creative episodes there. But I mean, yeah, and they parodied a lot of Stephen King's shit. They've parodied Children of the Corn. They parodied Christine. They've parodied Salem's Lot. But then again, I think everyone has at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Misery.
I mean, like
Obviously, we haven't.
Misery. Yes, Misery. Thank you. What a creepy movie that is, Eric. You're right. Thank you for bringing that up.
It's a super creepy movie, and I'm afraid that like it was one of Stephen King's weird fetishes or fantasies, because it's basically his life if he were to crash land in Rhode Island.
Well, that's when Stephen King got nuts because he also wrote Dark Tower, which we talked about a few weeks ago. And my brother, being a big Stephen King fan, told me by book 6 and 7, Stephen King himself is in the book playing Stephen King. So,
Oh my god.
but of course, I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. But the most creepiest scene in Misery is when she takes the what is it, the sledgehammer in between
Oh, and the wooden block and breaks his legs
just the legs
again.
there. Oh god.
The hobbling
Oh.
scene.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's just terrible.
Won an Oscar, right?
So I mean, like, movies are not really, I don't think, gory and scary. It's just the creepiness about it, right? I mean, that's what makes it so good. Is what goes bump in the night. That's what he hits on every level. Which I hear it is stereotypical horror, but it has that Stephen King element of. I'm excited. I'm really excited to talk about this one, guys. This could be our greatest episode of the year so far.
Well, I
I'm
sure
telling you.
hope so. I'm down to go see me a good movie. I'm gonna go see Good Time tomorrow with Robert Pattinson.
Oh, my brother saw
By the
that.
way, I'm not sure if it's an official marketing thing or I just bought into it and saw it on Facebook. Apparently, there's a thing where they're going around tying red balloons to storm drains in major cities,
That's
and
amazing.
I don't know if I don't know if it's part of the marketing for the movie, which if it is brilliant. But it's super creepy because remember that time like last year or the year before, it was about a month where people were legitimately going around as clowns killing people.
Yeah, I had a friend that his video was the one that went viral for it because he fucking does a bunch of clown shit. Like, dude, this fucking gonna get himself killed.
Oh god. Yeah,
Right?
that's. You mean your friend did that?
Yeah, that the main one of the main ones that went viral of him just kind of standing in front of the car wash, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that was him, and yeah,
God.
he made a big deal of it. He got interviewed and stuff like that on local radio, and
Really?
yeah, he made a big deal. But I was, people were just like, "You're gonna get yourself fucking shot, man!"
Yeah.
Like people are you're scared shitless, and especially in Detroit. Like, what the fuck are you thinking, man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
brothers are
don't do
scared
that
of
in Detroit, man.
clowns.
Not Detroit. Well, everybody, we did not want to have a long episode tonight. We just kind of wanted to just do a nice little filler here for you guys. Get hyped up and ready for Stephen King's new movie, It. Like I said, myself personally, this could be the movie of the year for me. I was let down with Alien Covenant. I was also let down with King Kong. We all remember that debacle. So, speaking of that, check out that episode.
It's a great movie, man. I don't know why the hell you're hating on it.
I rented it on demand a few weeks ago. That's the third time I've watched it. I've watched it 3 times now. Once in the theater and twice outside the theater, and I still say it's a piece of shit. But this has been a great year for us. I just wanted to take this time to say thank you to all the fans. We have a lot of great shows and a lot of great episodes on our site and also on iTunes and on other networks we'll get to talk to in a second. But we just wanted to take this time to say thank you, everybody. And we do this for you. So thank you and keep up the downloads. And if you like this episode, make sure to check us out at movieguyspodcast.com and also another site, which is movieguyspodcast.podbean.com. And also on iTunes, if you search Movie Guys Podcast, and tweet us at Movie Guys Pod. Also, my old show Podpast has come back. We released an episode last week talking about old childhood books. And this week we'll be talking about WCW versus WWF. So check out those episodes as well. And the Game of Thrones special is officially over with for this year. But we'll have more specials coming soon. I'm so sad that you guys are not doing it anymore. I did not know that Game of Thrones only did 7
Well,
episodes.
when it comes
My
back,
bad.
we'll keep it going.
Yeah.
Right? And
2 years from now, expect Movie Guys Podcast series finale of Game of
Jesus.
Thrones.
Nice.
But we are going to do, I guess, Jordan, we can officially announce it now. We're going to have another special series. Jordan and I are going to be doing The Walking Dead. So, we're pretty excited about that.
Yes, I'm really excited about it because I hate The Walking Dead now. So I can't wait to rip it apart.
Oh, I hate you.
Right.
Me. So, but thank you so much, guys, for downloading us. And we'll be back again for a full review episode for It. But for Eric and Ed, thank you guys for joining me. And we'll be back next week again for It. Take care. Have a good night.